Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is fantastic, doing well, feeling groovy, realizing the government really doesn't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is July the 20th of 2025, 9:56 a.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the communist shithole that is known as Ontario, Canada. If you get anything out of this video, all I ask is give me a thumbs up, please. And let's get to today's topic, which is, to me, very fascinating, but I'm not sure how many people have interest in this one. But I watched something last night that really fascinated me, so I'm going to talk about the Amish people. And I guess the Mennonites, which are similar. Pretty much everybody knows who the Amish are. They are Puritan type people that are very devout believers in God and Jesus Christ. And not only devout believers, but they live very simple kind of lives. Like, they don't bother with fancy technology. They don't drive cars. Apparently the Mennonites now, some of them are starting to drive a little bit. But true Amish people, they're not really permitted to drive cars. They have a very restrictive lifestyle. They work the land. Most of them are carpenters, very good carpenters, like craftsmen that would blow your mind. They're really, really good at that. And I think that's because it does indicate in the Bible that Jesus was also a carpenter, a craftsman, or a builder. The Greek word is tekton or something like that, means builder and craftsman. So that's likely why they also are heavily into carpentry. If you buy something from the Amish that they built, it's so well built, so well designed. They make a lot of like swings, two-person swings. They're into those and patio furniture, and they're just really, really good builders. I put something in the description. Angela Rose is the name of the channel. It's a girl in her 20s, I guess. She's really, really rocking on YouTube. She's doing excellent. Recommend that channel big time. She's traveling all over the place and doing videos on different groups of people. She went to China. She went to the riots in L.A. Whatever's going on, if it's a big thing, she'll get on a plane, go there, and do a video. So she went and hung out with the Amish for a day or two. What a fantastic video! I highly recommend that. It's in the description if you wanna check it out. The food that they sell, they also have like markets on the side of the road, and get this now, they do it on the honor system. Some of them will set up their market stand, all their fresh produce and everything, and then they leave it and go do something else, and they just leave a bucket there so you can put the money in. So they just trust that people are going to put money in the thing, and I'm sure most people do, but I'm sure some people steal from them, which that's terrible to steal from them. I mean, but if you get food from the Amish, you're getting real food. There's no pesticides. There's none of that. Everything is totally natural and organic and healthy. I mean, when people, and they have baked goods and things like that too, and fresh squeezed lemonade you can buy, and the people that go and buy this food, they can't believe the way it tastes. It's what our food should taste like. If it wasn't being poisoned, it would taste like that. But the Amish insist on everything being that way. They don't put chemicals in their bodies. Now, proof that their way of life is better is in the fact that there's no autism. There's hardly any cancer and all that stuff that we die from. It's pretty much non-existent with these people. They don't get sick the same way. They live very healthy lives. They're highly intelligent. People think they're stupid. They're not stupid at all. They're highly intelligent, like really intelligent people. They just have a very devout belief in the Lord. And they believe that living the way we do goes against God, which it does. Which it does. If you want to really follow the Bible, you're going to have to stop doing a lot of the things you're doing probably, because it's not godly, the things we do. Everything they do is godly. They cruise around in these buggies, the horse and buggy. That's how they travel. The government has made them put signal lights and stuff on their buggies, so they've had to do that. There must be a little battery in there or something, like, you know, and they hook up actual signal lights, turn signals, and they actually have a brake, a foot brake on their buggies, so they can stop it real quick in an emergency. But I would love to take a ride in one of those buggies, man. I guess they cost like $8,000 or $9,000. The ones they build. They build them themselves, of course. Master carpenters, like I said. If they have a phone, it has to be kept in a building in their backyard. Okay? It can't be in your pocket or in your house even. It has to be that when you need to make a call, you have to go out to the back building, get your phone, and you can make it there. And then there's limitations on, you know, what you can even, who you can call and what you can do with it. They don't have internet in their homes. That would be they say that the internet takes away from the time that they should be spending together with each other. Now, is that true or is that true? That is completely true. We don't even think about that. I've made videos about that, how the modern day has separated us and isolated us and eliminated the things that used to be important to us, like getting together to play a baseball game, going to the beach together, whatever, just going for a walk together. We don't bother with that anymore. We do something that has to do with technology. These people don't. These people completely reject technology. Now, there's a few Amish people who are starting to break rules and are moving towards modern life a little bit, but it's frowned upon in the Amish community. The real true ones, they believe that everything to do with technology is of the devil. I agree. Technology is demonic, most of it. It doesn't have good intentions right from the time it's designed, and you could really say it's from the devil. I agree with the Amish on pretty much everything. Now, would I be able to live their Puritan lifestyle? It would be hard, because I grew up in regular Western society. I'm used to drinking beer and, you know, just doing things that, watching YouTube, that's probably something you're not allowed to do when you're one of the Amish. I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. I would try it. And who knows, maybe after a little bit of living their life, maybe you'd really get into it and you'd want to stay doing it. I don't know. I would definitely be willing to try. But they live the way that people lived a very long time ago, before all this stuff existed. In spite of the fact that all this convenience is around them, they ignore it. They just totally ignore it. The women want to get married. They want to have babies. One of the funniest things in that video that I put in the description, for the Angela Rose one, if you do watch it, is there's an Amish store, okay, where you can buy toys for kids. And on one side of the store is for boys, and it's tractors and trucks and boy stuff. And on the other side is for girls, and dolls and, you know, baby seats and things like that. They haven't done this. Well, of course not. They can see, logic tells them that males are oriented for this stuff and females are oriented for this stuff, because it's the way nature is. Of course, we call it chauvinistic now, and insist that the girls be able to play with the tractors and the boys be able to play with the dolls. Yeah, yeah, that's, in my opinion, twisted. I'm more traditional and old-fashioned that way. I don't think it's natural for things to go that way. I think it's natural for the boys to want to be more rough and tumble. And I mean, yes, you can have a girl that's a bit of a tomboy and all that, but really, that's the basic way things are. And they haven't changed it. They just go along with how nature actually is. So I really respect that too. They live really pure lives. Anybody who says anything bad about the Amish, they bother nobody. Remember that. They are like totally peaceful. They do not believe in violence or confrontation or anything. They believe in serving the Lord. That's it. Taking good care of the family, working hard. They're the hardest workers ever. Super honest. There's no stealing going on. In their communities, there's pretty much no crime. I mean, how can you argue with that? Look at the crime we have. Look what our society is like. Compare it to the Amish and tell me that they're doing something wrong? It's us doing it wrong, obviously. It's pretty obvious. So I, for one, am a huge fan of the Amish. I'd love to do what she did in that video and go and hang out with them for a while. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. She did such a good job in the video. I urge you to watch it. It's excellent. One of the best videos I've ever seen, actually. It's that good. That's why I'm mentioning it and talking about it today, because I'd like to see her channel really go big time successful, because she's really putting some quality content out there and about things that, like the Amish, that people need to know about. This is something that the evil ones want to squash. They don't want them to continue on. They've been hitting them with lawfare in their businesses, trying to destroy them, trying to stop them from being able to do the simple things or do things the simple way that they do them, saying that they can't sell milk anymore because it's dangerous, and they've been drinking that milk for many, many years, and none of them get sick. So there's nothing dangerous about their milk. And like I say, they're baked goods and everything, all natural ingredients. People will, even their livestock, they butcher animals and stuff and sell meat. Apparently, if you get meat from the Amish, it tastes so different than the crap in the grocery store that you won't even know what to do. You'll be like, whoa, is this what meat is supposed to taste like? Yeah, that's what it should taste like if you don't poison the animals. They're literally pumping our animals full of everything before they butcher them, and you're eating all that crap. So if you get an Amish farm around that's selling meat and you're a carnivore, buy from them if you can. You will not be disappointed in the products that they sell, I promise. And if you can get near one of their shops where they sell the stuff they make as carpenters, it's the best stuff around. It is so well made, it'll last forever, and just designed beautifully. Their architecture that they build is beautiful. Everything they built is completely amazing. So I'm, like, as I say, a huge fan of the Amish. I think they're awesome. I wish people would stop picking on them. They just want to be left alone. They just want to serve the Lord. And they want to do things pure and properly. I mean, I get nothing but respect for that. When I hear people making fun of the Amish, that bugs me. There's nothing to make fun of. We can make fun of ourselves because we're doing everything wrong. We're the ones getting sick and got crime going on everywhere and homelessness, and they don't have any of that. So I don't know how people come to this conclusion that there's something wrong with them and we're the smart ones. It's the other way around. So check out the Angela Rose video. I know you'll enjoy it. It's high quality content. It's really good. And remember as well, the Amish would agree with me on this one. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.